Jerome Blake, an Olympic gold medalist for that race, also 2020 silver medalist and 2022 world champion. He joins us now. Jerome, good morning. Good to have you on the program.
Good morning. Good morning. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, great to chat with you, and Happy New Year to you, and congratulations on this New Year award being recognized as the Team of the Year. How does it feel?
Thank you. It's a tremendous feeling, just achieving something like that, just knowing that everyone across the country voted and they voted for us, and for us as a team, like we're very ecstatic to hear about the opportunity to be, the Canadian Press Team of the Year, and just being in such a very in a sense being put on such like the Mount Rushmore of teams in Canada in a sense, and just know that we're the second track and field team to actually do it for us. You know, we're pretty ecstatic about it because the last time a Canadian track and field team actually won that was 1996 when Bruni Surin, Donovan Bailey, and Robert Esme and Glenroy Gilbert, those guys from Atlanta, they did it. So for us to come back almost I think 30 years later to do the same thing, it's a very cool feeling for us.
Very cool. Quite an accomplishment for you and for your three teammates in that relay race. And does this indicate to you that public interest in the race and in your sport is maybe inching up again? Always been great interest, of course, following Team Canada at the Olympics, but definitely a renewed focus on what you and your team members have been doing.
Yes, of course. I think it's one of those things when you have multitude of guys in the country doing well at a very high level, and there's a bunch of younger guys coming up who they've seen what we've done, and they've taken from that, and they're all learning, and they understand that, okay, like we're a championship country as well, like we understand what it takes to get to the highest level and compete at the highest level. And I think that's a very renewed focus, as you mentioned, and I think it's definitely developing a love for the sport again in the country, just like how it was in the 80s and 90s, and it's definitely bringing back this renewed energy where everyone want to participate in track and field now because they see the love, and we all feel the love that we've been getting from the Canadian community, and we definitely love it.
When you think of team building, teams working together, what does that mean to you? And how would you describe that and impart that to Canadians?
I mean, it's one of those things where for us, like our own vision of what we consider a team is a group of guys coming together to, regardless of race, ethnicity, backgrounds, we all come together for one common goal. And whenever we come together for the one common goal, which is winning, we all understand that regardless of our differences, our goal is to win. So we know once we do that, we put aside everything that's happened so far and focus on the one goal, just to win. And whenever we come together as a team, I think we do special things because the brotherly bond that we all have, there's more guys there that most people don't really see, and every time I speak about the team, I always want to let everyone know that these guys are there because you will see them in the near future. You have Malachi Murray, Dwayne Asamoto, and Eli. Those guys are there, and these are guys who are coming up, and they're just as hungry as we are, and they understand what it takes. And I'm looking forward to seeing all those guys get the opportunity and go out there and do the same, so the rest of Canada can know about them as well.
Often when we talk about team sports, we think of larger teams, hockey teams, basketball teams, baseball teams. Your team, four athletes together in this relay race, almost makes me think
Right.
more of a band. It's like you guys are the Beatles. It must be quite a quite a tight wolf pack in that regard.
It is, and we all kind of we have this group chat and we all go back and forth with each other. I'm the youngest one on the team that ran on the track in Paris, and those guys are like my big brother, and they all pick me up when I'm down, or vice versa. We all hang out whenever we're together. We're all friends, right? So we all know a lot about each other. We all know important things off the track and off and on the track with that regard, like that regards each other, and we don't really take that for granted. We take that with with a lot of remorse, and we look at each other and we just make sure every time we're doing something, we're always picking each other up and never getting down on another person.
Our guest is Jerome Blake, Olympic gold medalist for Canada's 4x100 meter relay this past August at the Paris Olympics. And that team has just been awarded the Canadian Press Team of the Year award, which Jerome shares with Andre DeGrasse, Brendan Rodney, and Aaron Brown. Jerome, before I let you go, what's ahead for you in 2025?
Yes, of course. We have a World Championships coming up later this summer in September. But before that, we have World Relays to qualify for the World Championships. So the four of us will be back the eight of us will be back together again, and later the next couple of months, I think the next 2 or 3 months, we'll all be together again for training camps, getting ready for World Relays, and then we'll go off to China to qualify for the World Championships.
All right, an exciting year ahead, and obviously an exciting year behind you in 2024. Jerome Blake, congratulations on all your successes in this past year, and all the best to the year ahead. Thank you for joining us today, and have a great weekend.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for having me. Have a good weekend yourself as well.